Okay, in the last class, we stopped up to this point, this slide. So strategies. Now, it's a part of a planning process. So, a strategy is a plan which considers environmental and opportunities and threats, and the organization strengths and weaknesses, and provides an optimal match between the firm and external environment. Now, basically, this is a strategic plan. Whenever we do kind of a strategic plan, we also consider the outside environmental factors, external environmental factors, and also within our own system. We compare with them and then make the strategic plan. So, two activities involved in the strategy formulations are environmental appraisal and corporate appraisal. So, we will discuss one by one briefly on these two. So, what are environmental appraisal? So, political and legal factors, that is the stability of government, taxation, the licensing, basically laws, fiscal policies, restrictions on capital, etc. So these are the political and legal environmental appraisal. And there are some economic factors also which are related to this. Economic development, distribution of personal income, trend in prices, exchange rates, etc. Then we have competitive factors, identifying principal competitors, analysis of their performance, and anti-monopoly law, protection of patents, and brand names, etc. And all. So these are also very important environmental factors, because these are all actually competitiveness, because you have to compare with other companies which are external to you. Then we have social and cultural factors. Of course, these are very important. Literacy level, religious, social characteristics, rate of urbanization and all. These are the few factors which are actually external part of the external environment. Then comes the corporate appraisal. The corporate appraisal means it involves identifying and analyzing company's strength and weaknesses. For example, a company's strength may be low cost manufacturing skill, excellent product design, efficient distribution, etc. Its weakness may be lack of physical and financial resources. Now, what happens is in certain companies, when we see the when we actually we need to analyze the company's profile. Whether there are certain companies which may have like manufacturing cost skill and excellent product design, but they have excellent product design and also efficient distribution. But there are certain shortcomings, like lack of physical and financial resources, or maybe physical resources means infrastructure, manpower, or your financial problems and all. So basically, a company must plan to exploit these strengths to maximum and circumvent its weaknesses. So that is the part of the corporate appraisal. So next step is our policies and procedures. Now there are, as a part of your planning process, we have policies and procedures. How does these policies and procedures actually become part of planning? So because the policies and procedures are made well in advance, that is, they are made, you have to follow certain policies are there. Nowadays, the COVID is there, COVID-19 policies are there, procedures are there, how to, there are some guidelines are there, procedures, how to treat a COVID patient and all. So it's all policies and procedures. So I'll just come out of this before starting this. I want to reaffirm how many other, whether I'm still, okay, some only 30 people have joined today. Why the strength is less? Okay, please switch on your videos for a moment. Everyone, please switch on your videos. Everyone, please switch on your videos for a moment. So we are in the process of planning only. So only strength is only 29 to 30. I think one person has left. Fine. So probably are you not finding the class interesting or what? Or is it a post-lunch show? Everyone no one wants to comment. Anyway, I'm going to continue. Attendance will be taken, so automatically it will be picked up by the system. Okay, Fine. Any doubts, please you can ask. Okay, you can switch off your videos and continue listening to the class. Thank you. So procedure and policies. So policies. So what is a policy? A policy is a general guideline for decision making. Now, for taking any kind of decision, we need to formulate certain policies, which are the guidelines actually. Basically, how to conduct certain things, how to conduct certain technical process, everything. So it's the policy. The policy is a verbal, maybe written or implied over guide setting up boundaries that supply the general limits and directions in which the managerial action can take place. Now, this example, advertising has started some new, uh, they are designing something every time new. They are telling now if no one is going to have any kind of complaint with Airtel and all. So they are competing with others. They are saying that yes, but they are doing it politely. They are not mentioning any other company's name. But just to avoid the competition, but they are using certain policies to limit their the harshness of the ad. So they have to be little polite on the ad. Also, they have to use their own tactics to overcome their problems within the rivalries. So now there are types of policy which are there. So policies is part of planning process. So there are so many policies are there on the basis of source. We have originated, appealed, implied. So these are the three different policies. Then on the basis of function, there are production policies, sales policies, personal, pricing. And then we have on the basis of organization also, company policies, departmental policies, sectional policies. So all these are like different types of policies which are available. So advantages of policy. What are the advantages of policy? There may be a question in your exam. What is a policy and what are the advantages of policy? How can you justify for a policy being a part of a planning process? Something like that. So you need to explain this as advantages of policies. The policy ensures uniformity of action at various organization points, which makes actions more predictable. Because with these policies only you can able to perform much better than the without policies. Because the people are having some kind of policies, they know rules are there, guidelines are there, so just they will follow the guidelines and they achieve the goals. Since the subordinates need not consult superiors, it speeds up decision. Now, what happens is when you issue policy, you are giving a directions and guidelines are there how to do the process or how to conduct the process, technical process. So there is again and again is not required to ask your boss, sir, whether this is correct or not, whether should I go do like this, whether I should I use this chemicals or not, something like that. So it's everything is clearly given in the policies. Just refer to the policy and conduct your technical process. So policy, these are the advantages. Policies make easier for superior to delegate more and more authority to its subordinate because he knows that the whatever decision the subordinate make will be within the boundaries of policies. So absolutely. See, when you are a boss and you have 10 processes to undertake, you have 10 teams under you, you make different policies, 10 policies for each team. You will make different policy and hand out to them. Okay, these are the policies. Please follow it. So what happens? You are given guidelines, each and every detail you have given in the policy. So it is easier for you or for the matter for that matter the juniors or the subordinates to undertake any task, any kind of situation. So they do it very promptly and they will come back and give the feedback. So these are the certain things is part of management, part of planning. Also, the policies give a practical shape to the objectives by directing the way in which predetermined objectives are to be attained. Yeah, of course. They give a practical shape to the objectives because by formulating the policies, directions are given clearly with whatever predetermined objectives, which can be achieved by step-by-step process. Now comes procedures. Now, somewhere policies and some are procedures. Now, there is a difference between policy and procedure. Procedure provides a detailed set of instructions for performing a sequence of actions involved in doing a certain piece of work. Now, in case you guys do the lab procedure, practicals you do procedure, write the procedure. What is that? Okay, take diode, put it in the breadboard. So these are the procedure. It is given clearly one by one. Connect power supply, something like that. Take output. So these are the procedure. You strict guidelines. These are not policies, but they are procedures. Just they have to follow the procedure. That's all. You cannot like say I will not put the diode, but I will put transistor. You can't do that because you have to stick to the whatever procedure which is given in that. So advantages of procedure means they indicate the standard way of performing a task. It is a way standard routine. Once you are used to this procedure, no need to refer to the procedure because you know it the procedure. So every time you know you have done this experiment more number of times, you have performed, you got the output. So you there is no need to again refer. Sometimes once you do once you come for the exam, it is in your mind. So you do everything, connect the circuit, and then take the output by doing the procedure. So you know it. So that is something called. These are some of the advantages of procedures. Now they result in simplification and elimination of waste. With the procedures, you can always simplify your task and reduce your time, and also wastage is also reduced. And this procedure improves the efficiency of the employees. Yes, of course, this is there because without procedures you conduct, he's not having, he will come and ask doubts. So how to do this? Where I should put transistor? Out. So with this actually degrades your efficiency when you are not knowing the procedures. Uh, like assume that you don't know any procedure how to conduct a optical fiber communication propagation loss. So you have to actually conduct and learn first. Then you can, as per the procedure, you conduct the experiment. Then you will improve the efficiency. Procedure serves as a tool of control by enabling managers to evaluate the performance of their subordinates. Now, this also serves a tool of controlling the manager, controlling of your subordinates, whether they are how they are working, whether they are following the procedures or not, whether they are sticking to the whatever written in the SOP, standard operating procedures, for conducting some kind of technical process. So if they are not following it, so it is a you can assess them. Okay, since the I hope you are listening, everyone. Everyone, please switch on your videos. Diksha? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Meghna?
Yes, sir.
One thing I have to appreciate, yesterday Meghna was found wanting in the class when we pointed out, but Meghna actually had some problem, network issues. I don't know whether true
Yes,
or
sir.
not, but I believe her that the problems were there. But she actually did a wonderful job. Yesterday she submitted the assignment. That is the promptness, not to compensate whatever happened, but these things actually matter a lot. Yeah, some good students, some sincere students are there who actually, because of virtue of maybe network or something else, they may land up in problems. So yeah, fine. So yesterday I
Thank you,
submitted,
sir.
yeah, asked for the assignment. How many of you have done? So no one has done, I believe, except for Meghna. So Meghna will have some concession for submitting the assignment. Tangible and intangible objectives, right, Meghna?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So people, I think, forgotten. They must have now in shock. What is this assignment is all about? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. The procedures. We were talking about the procedures. So, what is a COVID procedure? Now you have heard some COVID procedure is there. What is that procedure? Can anyone? Just I am asking you. Procedure. You should know difference between a procedure and a policy. There is a COVID policy also there. COVID procedure is also there. Can you differentiate example by example? so that I feel that you understand, you understood the things. So kindly please compare, or any kind of example you feel like you must have come across. Procedure and policy. This is very important because this question may come in your exam. Differentiate between policy and procedure. You cannot go wrong in that. That's why I want you guys to understand clearly. Can anyone throw some light comparing the COVID situation, today's COVID situation? COVID policy is also there. COVID procedure is also there. What is the COVID policy? Can one policy you tell me? As per the COVID policy, this thing is there. What is that? If we have rules also, COVID rules are also there. COVID rules, quarantine rules, 14 days quarantine rules. People should wash hands 20 seconds. People should wear mask. These are all rules. But what is the policy? What is the procedure? Okay, I will tell procedure. Procedure means doctors have to follow the procedure. They have to wear PPE kit, and when entering into the ICU, they have to follow certain set of procedure when for going into the ICU. Now, what about policy, COVID policy? Anyone? You know it, but you are unable to express it. Anyone? Namita? Can you throw some light? Policy, COVID policy. I'm asking you simple COVID policy, coronavirus policy. There are some guidelines are given, policies are given. Any one policy example mentioning? No one. You have laptop with you. You have Google. Please Google it. Please Google it. Please Google it. COVID policy. Check it. Anyone, for that matter. Simple COVID policy. If you put, so many policies will come. Shravan.
For testing.
Huh?
Compulsory laboratories in every state.
Okay, what else? In that, certain tests are there. PCR test is there. People will undertake, everyone will undertake the test without any. This is the policy by the government, irrespective of anything, because some people are there, heroes, Spider-Man and Supermans. They will say, I will not undertake the test and policy. I will not undergo. Nothing will happen to me. Coronavirus will not affect me. So I will not undergo test. So nothing doing. You are bound by policy. You have to, all Indians have to undergo test if found feasible by the government. So this is the policy. Correct. Yeah. Namita, you got it something? So much time. Network is not good. Huh?
Yes, sir. Network problem.
So its best excuse is for teachers and students. Network problem. Yeah. Please interact. Diksha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Diksha. Come on, tell me what is COVID policy? Any one policy?
Maintaining social distance.
Maintaining social distancing. Yeah, it's part of the rules. Actually, it's a rule. Wearing mask, maintaining social distancing, keeping, that all thing is rules. But policy is something different. Policy means it is a written guidelines or a policy where you have to follow. Everyone has to follow. So CDC recommends so many policies. Indian government has given so many policies. Karnataka government has given so many policies. Anyway, okay, fine. No problem. Don't worry. Don't waste your time because of the network and all. Okay, when you get time, please. I have to rush up to the class also because I'm little lagging in the class. So basically, you can make out the difference between policy and procedure is like the policies are of they ensure uniformity of action at various level of organization. But these procedures also provide detailed set of instructions for performing any sequence of actions, A, B, C, D, whatever you want to do. Now, there is a difference between policy and procedure. Please understand these guidelines which are there. Policy are the general guidelines to both thinking and action of people at higher levels. Procedure are the guidelines to action only usually for people at the lower level. Kindly understand, policy at the higher level, procedure is at the lower level. That means doctors undertake procedure. Policy is formulated by Government of Karnataka. Government of Karnataka gives you policy how to conduct in and procedure. Procedure is the it is a way how to do implement the policy, but policies are made at the which actually used for achieving the objectives of the government. Now the policy are generally broad and allow some latitude in decision making. Now procedure are specific and do not show latitude. Now what do you mean by latitude is like policy they will give you, okay, you have to conduct a ICU procedure in such a way that no one should die, no one should take, so you have to keep the ventilators every time, so many ventilators should be there, like that they will give a policy. Now according to the policy they will not tell you what kind of ventilators you should use, what methods you should use for this thing, and what oxygen levels you should, nothing they will give. Now these procedures include everything. Now doctors formulate based on that policy, they will make a procedure. Okay, I will set the oxygen level here, I will check it, and ventilator should be kept at voltage so and so. All that will be in the part of procedure. But the policy will not have how much voltage to be set, how much ventilators to be set, nothing is there. So there is a difference. Policy is a broad structure, but procedure is a it shows a specific set of instructions. Now the policy are often established without any study or analysis because it is generalized. But here in the procedure, it is always established after thorough study and analysis of work. So please understand this is very important because policy is made at the higher level, procedure is followed at the lower level. So you are a managing director, you make the policies of the something called methods. These are all part of planning. See how many things are there in planning. Your guidelines, objectives, methods, procedures, policies, all your planning process. You must be thinking planning means only simple planning going to this thing. No, so many things are involved. See, methods. Now a method is a prescribed way in which one step of procedure is to be performed. See, in the procedure itself, we have one step. In the one step is like, there may be like a possibility that you put one transistor and connect, you have to put in the transistor, we have three legs. One is emitter, base, collector. So in that one step, you have to see, you have to be, there is a clearly method is given how to connect the transistor. You cannot connect base somewhere else. You have to connect it one place, base and collector and emitter. And emitter has to be grounded. So that is, there is a method to do it. So this is called a method. It means an established manner of doing an operation. So it's a clear cut instructions how to do a thing, one step. So methods help in increasing the effectiveness and usefulness of the procedure. So if you do correct method, if you use, the procedure becomes successful. So it is part of procedure. By improving methods, reduce the fatigue, better productivity and lower cost can be achieved. So this is all about the methods. And now there are certain rules. We discussed about the rules. What are rules? Rules are the simplest and most specific type of standing plans. This is also a plan, part of a plan. And rules are detailed and recorded instructions that a specific action must or must not be performed in a given situation. Rules are more rigid than policies. Policies are general guidelines. They are generalized. So there are policies which are not very detailed instructions are there, but in rules, it's clearly told you are not supposed to come late to the college. So this is the rule. You are not supposed to come late to the online class, rule, but no one follows the rule. Rule is, what is it? You have some slogan, na? Rules generally pertain to the administrative area of a procedure. Rules demand strict compliance. Their violation is generally associated with some sort of disciplinary action. So kindly understand one thing here. This is very important. Now, I hope I am there, not disconnected. Okay, fine. Rules. So you are supposed to join the class by 2 o'clock. but you are not. So disciplinary action can be initiated. You know what? Okay, please switch on the videos. Please switch on the videos. We have some discussion to go. Yeah, I told you that yes, when we are not following the rules, then you are, all of you, those who have joined late, and some people are not even bothered to attend the class also, everything is listed. So everything will be recorded and attendance will be taken. So now those people who have joined late or not attended, so some disciplinary action can be taken against them. You know what disciplinary action means? Some action. What action? Can anyone tell what? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಲೇಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ? ಈಗ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಓಕೆ ಗೋ ಗೆಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ನೌ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್, people are not joining, they are coming late. Now what? Next time onwards, what I will do, I will make sure that those who are coming late, I will mark them, and if they are consistently coming late by 3 classes, then that name will be forwarded to HOD. HOD will now ask for an explanation why you were late. So you have to answer in writing, not verbal. It is not verbal, nothing happens. Disciplinary action, whenever we want to take any disciplinary action, we have to give you in writing. Or for that matter, if you are in a I came late, so I have to explain in writing, then submit. If your reasons are genuine, so your management may excuse you, your HR manager may give you leave, and he can say, okay, regularize your late. But if your reasons are not valid, you cannot quote, sir, traffic jam, so I came late. Now these are all mere excuses, so that will not be considered. So then action will be taken against you. Action means what? Whenever such thing happens, don't go for jump into conclusion and kill that person. You have to give him warning, written warning. There are certain set of rules are there for that also. You have to give him a warning. Please, you have come late on so and so date. Please don't repeat. Otherwise, then a strict action can be taken. Then you will not be allowed to write. That will be the final one. You will not be allowed to write the internal assessment 1 or 2, depending on your gravity of the the violation. So these are the things. So this is, I told you broadly how, because tomorrow you are going to be the managers, you will be having a subordinate who is coming regularly late to the office. The rule is there, he has to come to the office on time, but he is not coming on to the board. But what happens, there may be a situation like you are a manager, technical manager, and you are guys, the person who is there is coming late. You see that when you analyze, he is actually an excellent performer. He is having technical knowledge. He is a very good employee. He is the employee of the company, best performer, but unfortunately coming late. Now, there may be a case like that. Now, what you do? You will be in a fix whether to punish him or not. Because of his sincerity, because of his hard work, being a very good person, very good employee, technically professional, what happens is your higher echelons, your higher boss is also close to him. Now you are sitting in between him and your boss. Now you can't you can't punish him also, because your boss is also monitoring him. Under such circumstances, but somebody is violating rule. Now what you are going to do? This is a situation. Please understand, these are all managerial situations are there. As a manager, what you will do? Your boss says, he will only tell you, okay, yaar, why that guy is coming late? What actions you have initiated? And after some time, he feels, no, yeah, he's a good person also. So both of he will tell. Now what you will do? You are in a fix. If you take action, he's a good employee, but he's coming late. Okay, nice, very good. Very PVR gold class. One person is in PVR gold class. Nice. Yeah, Chandan. Very nice. Good. Very nice. Continue. Even I also put one, PVR gold class, relaxed way, I'll also take. Okay, good, very nice. So what happens is, in such situations where you find like your boss is favor, he's doing it because he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He has done a lot of good work to the company. The productivity has increased, but unfortunately, he's coming late. Now, how will you solve such situation? He's flaunting the rule, but now tell me what you're going to do. How are you going to take action? Because this situation will come to you when you go to any corporate world or any government organization or any kind of institute, wherever you go. These things will be there. How will you handle such situation? Any idea? Ashok? What do you do for them? Will you kick him out or will you give him
No,
a
sir. First, I will analyze his or her problem,
Okay, good.
and then I will take action against them.
Okay, good, very nice. Okay, Padma Shri, what you are going to take action? Like you do analysis, and you find that yes, he's coming late. But what action you are going to take?
So first of all, I'll ask him the reason for his regular late coming. Then,
Okay,
if I find it justifiable, I will give him one last chance. But if it's not acceptable, then I might fire him.
you fire him.
Yes, sir, because
Okay, okay,
the
fine,
employee must
You are
be
manager, so
very.
you are, yeah, okay, good. Okay, you have come out, good. You are told, you have taken some decision, very nice. I like that you have took some decision. I want people, engineers, all of you students to take decision. That is very important. If you do not take decision, then you are no leaders, you are no managers, you are not engineer, okay? And okay, Ashika, please tell me, is it
Yes, sir.
justified to fire a person who is a good employee, excellent employee, and a person who is technically good? He's done a lot of good work for the company, increased the productivity and all, profit has increased for the company. Can you fire such person? Because your company will go in loss.
So we can't fire the person immediately. First, we have to give some verbal warning. If after that, if he still
Okay,
continues
he is
to do
not
that, then
listening.
we have to
In
fire him.
spite of verbal warning, also he is coming late. Now what? Yeah,
If
make a
the
last
reason is genuine, then we can, sir.
what you can.
If the reason is genuine, then we can let him work if he's coming from some far places or if the
Okay.
place contains a lot of traffic.
If you give him leeway, and some other people will now, 100 people will come, sir, why you have allowed him? So I will also come late.
So, sir, if we want such wonderful person working in the company, we have to accept it sometimes.
Rules and how to tackle. So these are the actual situation, Antico, because we have faced all these stunts. So we have already done action taken. So don't worry. I will give you all solution how to handle such situation and all one by one. Okay. Yes. As per Ashika goes, Ashika takes a decision. Padma Shri has actually, see, different managers have got different their own idea of handling situation. See, here only in one situation, Padma Shri was firing him, and Ashika was supporting him. So, so many other managers. Now, we don't know what Namita is going to do with that person. What Diksha will do with that person, we don't know. But, everyone has got their own perception. It's called, no one is bad. Now, see, decision or wrong decision. Decision taken is taken. Even if it is a wrong decision, it is taken as a error of judgment. It is not a bad decision, it is error of judgment. So because of inexperience and because of lack of knowledge, error of judgment can happen. So it's not a bad decision. Okay, good. Padma Shri, I give it to you. You can fire. You are the general manager. You please go and convince your boss. No, sir, not acceptable. Company needs him, though he's good person, but unfortunately he's coming late day by day. There is no reason for him to come by late. So I had to fire him. So, okay, then, but what happens if you fire him? Then the responsibility comes on you. Your boss will tell you, you will do the job. So whatever the job he used to do, now you have to take. So that is one disadvantage of firing. So please understand, whenever you are adopting any stringent action against anyone, so you should also analyze what would be the repercussions after that, because the load will come on to you only. Finally, you are responsible for him. So best way of managing things is, I will go with Ashika. Ashika told, sir, I will excuse his late coming. I will allow him. Yes, that is the one of the best in this case, because we did some analysis. We have also discussed that this situation, the person is a very good employee and he's performing. He might be working late hours also. See, please analyze that thing also. We should keep in mind he's coming late by half an hour, maybe in the morning, but he's staying in the office for more than 2 hours extra. He may be having lunch for only 10 minutes instead of 1 hour. So all these things we should see. Once he is doing it, please give concession for some people who are good, who are exceptional, who are performing very good. Please give them concession, but that should be confidential. Please don't expose. Don't expose to everyone. Yeah, you come late. I don't bother. No. You have to, what you have to do, tactfully you have to handle such situation. Tactfully you have to handle. Like people should not, no one should come to know about your decision, whatever you are told him. But some people will come and complain also. Sir, he's coming late. His daily is coming late. You, okay, yes, yeah, okay. When he's coming, you act. You have to diplomatically handle such situations. For them, okay, he's coming late. Okay, how much time? They take action. Okay, I'll scold him. Something like that, okay? So these are the very important thing. I have given you one small set of example. You can switch off your videos and come back to the class now. So this is about the rules, flaunting of rules and how to handle such rule situation. So now comes programs. Now programs also are the part of the planning process. Now are precise plans or definite steps in proper sequence which need to be taken to discharge the given task. Now these programs are formulated. You must have seen the cultural program. You do it here in cultural program. You do during festivals and all. So you make a program. What would be my program? List of the program. First I'll do this. First I'll do this. Then some song will be played. Something like that. All that is a definite step in proper sequence which to be taken to undertake the task. Now it lays down the time to taken for completion of each task. Now in a program you must have seen always see procedure is different. Procedure there are no timings. But in program, there are timings. Every song, it should start from this time to end by this thing, 3 minutes song. That is time program. And some skit is there. Skit will start at this time and end by this time, 2 minutes skit. Then dance program, 7 minutes dance program, group dance. So every specific step has got each timing. So only programs have got timing. Procedures and policies will not have timings. There may be timelines, but no timings. Duration is not given. Essential ingredient of are time, phasing, and budgeting. Also, budget is also included in the program. How much budget is required for conducting a program? For a 1 hour program, what is the budget? So that is also part of program. And it is a complex of objective, policies, procedures, tasks, assignments, steps to be taken, resources to be employed, and other elements to carry out given course of action. Now your program will be formulated as per the policies given by the college. College must have given some objectives. Procedures has given how to conduct the program. And task assignments, each person overall will do what. There will be a coordinator, there will be a supplier, there is a practice person who will conduct a cultural program. There is an orchestra team. Like that, everyone will be given each responsibility. It's a complex of all this program. Single step in a program is set up as a project. So because we all know one song means we have to do a lot of practice for that. It is not that was just go and perform. We have to do practice. It's just like a project because you need to daily you have to sit for 1 hour and practice with the orchestra and match the tunes, frequencies, and then you come and play. So it's just like that. A schedule specifies the time which each series of actions should take place. So schedule is there which specifies when the program will start, when it's going to end. So this is part of the program. Now there is something called budgets. What do you mean by budget? Budget is any financial angle, like financial or quantitative statement prepared prior to the definite period time of the policy to be pursued during that period for the purpose of obtaining given objective. Now, a budget is a statement of expected results expressed in quantitative terms, rupees, man hours, product units. Now, budget, without budget, you cannot undertake any kind of process, technical process, or any kind of programs or anything, any action. It provides a standard by which actual operation can be measured and variation could be controlled. The important budgets are sales budgets, production budgets, cash budgets, and revenue expenses budget. So this budget planning is basically you know for a cultural program. Let us take a cultural program. You are having a college cultural program. Your students will all sit together and work out a budget, estimated budget. Okay, this much is required. Costumes this much, and for orchestra hiring this much, and for all other things, decoration and other things, so money. So much, all these things you calculate and give a budget. So budget of 10,000 rupees may be incurred for the cultural program. So that budget you have to give a breakdown. What, okay, that maybe include your tea and snacks also for the participants. All that thing is there, prices and all the everything will include the budget. So budget is given. So you have to do, once you have given 10,000 budget, you cannot exceed more than that. Generally, it is not granted. If it is more, you have to adjust with your own resources. So steps in planning. Now coming to the steps. What are the steps in planning? We actually, these are all planning only, process of planning, and now we come to the steps in planning. Establishing verifiable goals or set of goals to be achieved. That is what is the steps. Establishing planning premises, internal and external premises, tangible and intangible premises, controllable or non-controllable premises. Now coming to external and internal premises, that is external includes, internal premises include sales forecast, policies, programs of the organization, skill of labor, and etc. In external premises includes technological change, pollution growth, psychological factors, government policies, actually physical existence is there, industry demand, capital and resources, intangible, political stability, psychological factors, business, economic environment. Now there is something called controllable and non-controllable premises. Uncontrollable factors like strikes, wars, natural calamities, and emergency and legislation. The controllable factors: companies, advertising, agency, competence of management, member skill of labor force, availability of resources in terms of capital and labor. So these are all some certain parameters. Okay, and then next step is deciding the planning period, lead time in development and commercialization of new product, time required to recover capital investments or payback period, length of commitments already made. So you may deciding a plan period. Now lead time is there, what time required for recover, and length of the commitments which are already made. Then we have finding alternative course of action. Yeah, you should have a backup plan. Without backup plan, you will not go with the planning, because you need to have a backup plan. Plan B should be there always. Evaluating and selecting a course of action. Then developing derived plans, measuring and controlling the progress. Now this is very important. Last point is very important. Measuring and controlling the process. Now before going to decision making, we will again have some interaction. Please switch on your videos. Only 42 students. Please switch on your videos. Yeah, we discussed about the planning. In the planning, we discussed like policies, rules, guidelines, procedures, and how you go about the programs. You all now come to know some idea about like what is a program, what is a policy, what is a, like, no, everything you know a little bit now, not more, but you have to implement it in your day-to-day routine activities, what you do. So I given an example. So you put it in your own perspective and follow certain guidelines and make certain rules, make some policies. Okay, I'm giving you one situation. Now, actually, before starting the decision-making process, after maybe 1 or 2 months, we'll have one exercise where a communication exercise. I wanted to do it, but unfortunately, because of online, we cannot do it. Otherwise, we wanted to do it in the our ground here, communication exercise. What happens in communication? You know, what are the gaps in the communication? What are the errors in the communication when you not communicate properly? So with that motto, now here we were discussing about the planning procedures and the. So I will give you a situation. You have to make rules. You have to make the policies, and you have to make the program. You have to make one page, not much. This is an assignment, okay? Yeah, since you have not submitted the assignment, yesterday's assignment, so more assignments will attract. So if you submit all the assignments correctly on time, so your concession will be given. But since you are not cutting, so more and more assignments will shoot on you. And anyway, you have to submit the previous assignment also. Now, today or tomorrow, you have to submit. So take down another assignment that you find a topic. what topic would be appropriate for you, or should I give topic? For making rules, you have to make rules. You have to only make rules. You have to make policies. You have to make the procedures, and you have to make the program also. So you know what is program. Programming timings is included. Policies at the higher level. Procedures at the lower level. So all these things you have to do. Now, okay, I will give again same thing we discussed. I will not go complicate your case. Yeah, in one of the video, I see somebody is playing with something. What is that? Can you show me? Ganga. I can see your rooftop. Some circle is there. Okay. Your video is not correct. Okay. See, everything I can see here. Okay. So, okay, let us take a COVID situation only, coronavirus now, because it's a high topic. Or, okay, let us say Sushant's case. You want to go for Sushant's case, two choice, or COVID situation. But I want you guys to submit the rules. What if the rules are formulated? What are the rules? What would be the rules? And if the policies are made, what would be the policies on COVID or Sushant's case? CBI report. I will ask you to make a CBI what is given report. No, whatever media is conducting trial, and whatever CBI is giving instructions. What are the Mumbai police is doing something? So all these things taking into consideration, you make certain rules, policies, and this thing. That is also there. Or you can have a choice of COVID-19. So you now have a choice. What would be the appropriate? Monisha, till now you were missing. Where were you? Suddenly you switch on the video. Monisha, hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, okay. Tell me, what would be the appropriate topic?
Sir, Sushant case.
Shravan, I can't hear you, Shravan.
Sir?
I am giving one assignment. I hope
Yes, sir.
people have not understood. I am giving you another assignment that you have to make. You have gone through rules, programs, and procedures, policies, and all. Subject is coronavirus or Sushant's case. If it is Sushant's case, looks really lucrative, but very difficult to make rules and policies. Please understand, Monisha. Don't jump into conclusion. You have to.
Sir, but we watched media report on that case.
I will give both the subjects. Don't worry. Those who are interested to do Sushant's case research, please go ahead. Those person who want to do COVID-19 rules, but I want 4 things. 1, you have to make rules. 1. Next, you have to make programs. Then you have to make the policies, and you have to make the procedures. 4 things I want. Rest all I am not interested. These things you have to do for any subject. There are only these 2: Sushant's case and COVID. So you make 4 pages. That's all. 1 page rules, 1 page programs, 1 page your policies, 1 page procedure. So COVID is easy, but Sushant's case is tough. Okay, you can go ahead. No issue. Okay, submit this assignment by tomorrow, or you can submit by, if somebody is very Josh type who wants to do it, please do it. And today only, if they submit, extra concession can be given to them. Okay, fine. So today you can send on my WhatsApp individually by writing your USN and name. So I will go through that. I don't want Ram Katha. Please don't write Ram Katha. Don't write the story. If Sushant's case is means you will not write what happened to Sushant. He went to Mount Blanc, rest of this thing. He hung himself. Don't write that because everyone knows that. See, understand that. Okay, please be specific, point wise. Give your rules, and you have to make rules. You have to make policies, and you have to make this thing and submit. 4 pages. Okay, fine. Okay, you can submit today also. If you submit by today, you will get some good concession marks. Those who submit today. All these assignments will carry weightage for your, because whatever happens, everything I'm noting down. So kindly don't ignore. If then finally you will come, sir, I did not know and all. Don't tell that. Some people are already missing. 42 out of total strength, some people are missing. So kindly do this today only, right? It takes only half an hour. 5 minutes for each rule, each policy, one page, 20 minutes precisely, but I'm giving extra 10 minutes. So by today, if somebody submits, fine. If not, by tomorrow, kindly submit. Everyone has to submit along with the previous assignment, tangible and intangible objectives. I hope people have forgotten that assignment itself. What was that assignment, right? Right, Namita? People have forgotten it. What was that assignment, correct? Ashok? Yenappa? ಅಶೋಕ್ ಅವರೇ
ಸರ್
ಹೌದಾ ಮರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಾ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ
सर इद्वी सर
देखिए ऐसा है ये क्लास जो है आपके लिए बना हुआ है और आपको इंटरेक्ट करना है इसमें आप आपस में बात करना है तब भी आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा तो अदरवाइज इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड द सब्जेक्ट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द सब्जेक्ट इज वेरी बोरिंग ऊपर से आप लोग अगर ऐसे वो भी क्लासेस आफ्टरनून में रखते हैं आफ्टर लंच I can understand your situation also and you also understand my situation also. So with considering all these factors, it should be interactive. I hope ये कोरोना का जितना जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा ना तो उतना अच्छा है हमारे लिए. हम लोग इधर साथ में बैठ के हम क्लास में कितना अच्छा इंटरेस्टिंग सब कर सकते हैं जो भी एक्सप्लेनेशन है क्योंकि I want to share so many things with you all guys that our experience in Air Force, how we have interacted, how we have dealt with all rules and programs and disciplinary action, how we do it. So it's all I will teach you. I will teach you everything. How पवन कुमार रेड्डी भाग गया क्यों भाग गया भाई हाँ चलो नाम सुनते ही भाग गया वो मतलब कोई लेना देना नहीं है उससे चलो so I will teach you each and everything how the moment you go from here you will be a leaders, you will be a managers, you will be an engineers, of course you are engineers, and then you will know how to take action, what to do if somebody with this. I can't give you clear idea about so it's very difficult actually. I can't see everyone, so that is the biggest problem. Anyway, no problem. If you have anything extra other than this, you can contact me online with my this thing also. Like after 6 o'clock, I will be available. In case you have any doubt, you can clarify me. You can call me and ask any doubts, anything which you are not understood, any practical issues which you have, so that we can discuss things. Interaction, discussion overcomes a lot of things. So you can understand the subject better, so that you can reproduce in the exam. So what I want you guys is you should score 100 out of 100 in this subject. This is the only subject where you can have a chance of scoring 100 out of 100, provided you understand the subject. If you understand the subject, you reproduce in your own words, and you give a good insight to the question and answer, then it will be good for you all. And it is not only here, not for the exam sake. Please don't understand. Don't only concentrate for the exam. Exam you will pass, I know 100%. You are all engineers, but these are all the practical things which you are going to apply in your future career. When you go out of this engineering college, when you pass out of this college, and when you go and take some assignments, then there you have to actually put it in practice. Management skills. There, if you cannot put it, then you have failed. You will be thrown out within a fortnight. They will not see anything. Just he is a bad engineer. He is a bad manager. We don't want some. That is what the mentality is there. So kindly, you have to start using these techniques right this day onwards. Whatever you do, you use this management technique. Planning. So see, planning. Till now you must have heard only about planning means one word, but see how many things are there in planning. Okay. Decision making. Now, decision making is a very, very important aspect of an engineer or a manager, because if you can't take a decision, then you are not giving your subordinates the what to do and how to do. You cannot leave the decision to be taken by your subordinates. That means the process will go in like you can't say team A will come and tell you I will go in this way. Team B will tell I will go in this way. You can say team A is good. You can go like that. Team B, plan A is also good. Plan B is also good. Plan C is also good. Now everything is good. Then who will do in what way? So you have to take decision, plan A. Okay, I'll go to a doctor B or doctor A. Where I have to go, you have to decide. If you can't decide, then it's very bad. So decision making is regarded as a cognitive process resulting in the selection of a belief or a course of action among for a process. But final choice is whether to go ahead or not go ahead is not with the person. If you have made decision for doing some process B, but it is you may do it or you may not be doing it. So you have made the plan and you have made the decision. So that is how it is. So decision making can be regarded as a problem solving activity yielding a solution deemed to be optimal or at the least satisfactory. Of course, it can be regarded as a problem solving. It is therefore a process which can be more or less rational or irrational and can be based on explicit knowledge and beliefs. The tactic knowledge is often used to fill the gaps in complex decision making process. Yeah, for decision making, this means you have to have good knowledge. You have to have good technical knowledge. If you do not have engineering knowledge, if you say you are not understood how the transistor functions, how a field effect transistor functions, then if you do not have any idea, and when you go into this thing, that you can't take decisions also because you are not knowing the process, how this FET works. So then it becomes very difficult to take decision. So you should have thorough knowledge. Then only you can take decision. Complex decisions. Usually both of these types of knowledge and explicit are together in the decision making process. Yeah, because there are certain processes where they require different knowledge and explicit experience for handling or making such kind of decisions in a complex situation. Now there are types of decision. Now this is a question which is very important in exam. It comes actually. What is a decision making process and what are the types of decision making process? So there are so many types of decision making. There are many of classifying decision of the organization. Like one is the tactical and strategic decisions, programmed and non-programmed decisions, basic and routine decisions, organizational and personal decisions. So there are so many decisions are there. Like there are off the cut and planned decisions, policy and operating decisions, policy and administrative and executive decisions. So something like that. So basically, you can see here the tactical and strategic decision. I am putting little bit more content here. Please bear with me because I just wanted to help you because if I give slides, it should not happen because if I put point wise, I'll just put 4 points and I'll explain them. And if I go back, what happens is everything evaporates after 24 hours. So you need to have some content with you. So I'm giving it full content so that you can refer to the notes also, like given in the slides. Tactical decisions are those which a manager makes over and over again, adhering to the certain established rules, policies, and procedures. They are all of repetitive nature and related to general functioning. Authority for taking tactical decisions is usually delegated to lower levels in the organization. We already discussed anything which is tactical is a lower level and a short period time. So strategic is a long period and at the higher level. So strategic decisions are taken on the higher level and relatively are more difficult. They influence the future of the business, involve the entire organization, decisions pertaining to objective of business, capital, plan, layout, production, examples. Now, the programmed and non-programmed. So, an American economist and psychologist has used computer terminology in classifying business decisions. These decisions are of a routine and repetitive nature. The programmed decisions are basically of routine type for which systematic procedure has been devised, and so that the problem may not be treated as a unique case each time it comes up. The non-programmed decisions are complex and deserve a specific treatment. In the above example, if all the professors in the department stop their teaching work, the problem cannot be solved by set procedural rules. It becomes a problem which requires a thorough study of the causes of the situation, and after analyzing all factors, a solution can be found through a problem-solving process. Basic and routine. So there are certain decision-making processes which are basic and routine. So basic decisions are those which require good deal of deliberation and are all of crucial importance. These decisions require a formulation of new norms through deliberate thought-provoking process. Examples of basic decision are the plant location, product diversification, selecting channels of distribution, etc. Routine decisions are of repetitive nature and hence require relatively little consideration. It may be seen that the basic decision and generally relate to strategic aspects, which routine decisions are related to tactical aspects of an organization. So these are the types, and then organization and personal decision. Of course, there are you know what are personal decisions and what are organization. Anything which is related to companies and organization, anything which is related to your personal is personal decision. So personal organization decisions are taken at the executive level, official capacity, and can be delegated to others. But personal decisions are taken at the executive level, individual capacity. So they are off the cut and planned. I'll just cover this slide. Off the cut decision shooting from the hip. These decisions can be taken easily and may be directed towards the purpose of our enterprise. On the other hand, planned decisions are linked to the objectives of organization. They are based on the fact and involve the scientific process in problem solving. Then we have policy and operating decisions. Policy decisions are those which are taken by top management and which are of fundamental characters affecting the entire business. Now there is something called policy administration and executive decisions. I hope something happened here now. Yeah, I hope you are listening. Should I stop or should I continue? For one slide is there. Please switch on videos. Everyone, please switch on videos. I hope you are following it. So we have left with only one slide. Not taking decision at all. You know, there has been some certain in government also we have seen. They will not take decision. You have seen Prime Minister Modi taking immediate decision for anything. His decision-making capability, I have not seen in any prime ministers of this thing. Manmohan Singh ji. Manmohan Singh never took decision. You must have seen. Manmohan Singh ji never took decision. He's always, whenever you ask him something, he will just give a blank looks. So that's, see, those people are there who will not take any decision. But Modi ji, he will take decision fast, immediately. So you should take, that means if you take decision, you will be respected. If you do not take decision, that means you are incompetent. You are not having any idea of what is going on. It will reflect that you have lack of technical knowledge. Your professional knowledge is zero. You do not have anything. So it all reflects your image and your proficiency. So please, and don't be in a hurry to take decision also. Think and take, analyze and then take decision. Anything for that matter, not only for your personal or anything, it should be a technical process, or you have a plan A, plan B, plan C. So which would be the best suited for the long term, not that short term. You have to go for only long term with good advantages, which can profit your company and other things. So these are all things very important. Okay, I will cover last slide. Then there are steps in planning. Then we'll wind up another maybe 2 to 3 minutes. You can switch off your videos, or you can keep your videos also. There is no issue. So the policy, administration, and executive decisions. Policy decisions are taken by the top management, administration, and organization. They relate to major issues. Policies such as nature of financial structure, marketing policies, outline the organizational structure. Then administrative decisions are made by the middle-level management are less important than policy decisions. According to the Dale, the size of the advertisement budget is a policy decision, but selection of media would be an example of administrative decision. Then we have executive decisions. What are executive decisions? Executive decisions are those which are made at the point where the work is carried out. Distinguish between these three decisions. Dale writes, policy decisions set forth goals, general course of action. administrative decisions determine the means to be used, and executive decisions are those made on day-to-day basis as particular cases come up. So see the difference. So you can make out and accordingly can take up. So these are the steps involved in last slide. Steps involved in the decision making. This is the last step. I will finish this. So I will tell you, you have to explain in your own words steps in decision making. This is also an important question. There are 7 steps. One is identify the decision. You have to first of all know what decision I have to take. Identify decision, then gather information. For taking decision, it is not just somebody tells, sir, I'll go with A or plan B. You would say plan B. No, you have to first see which are the good things. So gather information. Without gathering information, without doing analysis, don't blindly say A or B. Take decision means it doesn't mean that you immediately take decision and ask them to do suicide or don't do that. Okay. First identify decision, what decision I have to take, then gather information regarding that decision, then identify alternatives. What are the alternatives you have? A, B, plan C, plan D, all alternatives you identify. Then weigh the evidence, check the evidence. Okay, whether they are telling whether true or not. Plan B has come up, team B has told some plan B. Sir, we can do like this. These are got advantages, that thing, this thing, falana, dimkana. Then you have to see, okay, evidences. Okay, what evidence you have for this? You check that analysis, do the analysis. Then choose among the alternatives. Once you know, okay, B is good, or you find C is more better than B, then give decision, take action. Okay, go ahead with C. Once you give decision, don't change it. Then you review your decision in case if it is an emergency or any kind of situation where it is going to affect everyone. So then you can change the decision, but it is an only emergency situation. Okay, fine. So this is there in your own words. You can explain this. So otherwise, I have finished with this thing. If you have any questions, everyone understood this subject, though the subject is not very interesting. I know. We will try to make it interesting. Please switch on your videos for a moment. Since it's the last class, so I can take liberty of continuing for a couple of minutes for question and answer sessions. Yeah. Anyone has got any doubt? Yeah, definitely. I will in the subsequent classes. I will be having some. Like I will cover how to manage things, how to take actions against some people who are not listening to you. You are the managers. Anybody who is acting funny against you, anybody who is not following the rules, anybody who is not obeying you as a senior, all that thing. So you are now in the 5th semester. All your 3rd semester people, students are your juniors. I don't know how many people are following your orders. No one will follow. Yeah, because we were at the college level. So once you are at the professional level, when you take up some assignments, you will be having subordinates and you will have to conduct yourself. And you have to show your example of cultural program and that thing just to make you understand. Otherwise, this topic is a technological innovation management and development. So this entrepreneurship, sorry, earlier it was development, now it is entrepreneurship. So you are going to be entrepreneurs. You know what entrepreneur is? Everyone knows now, no need to tell. Ashok Kumar, Mr. Ashok Kumar, what is an entrepreneur?
Yes, sir.
You know now what is entrepreneur? Who runs his own business? A person who runs his own business is an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
No, so same.
Yes, sir.
So you are going to be, some of you may be entrepreneur. You know, I was. So that time I was not aware that I am an entrepreneur. I was a businessman. Yeah, I was a businessman. So I had some contracts and I was working in Pune. So I had my small company, computer based, selling of computers, maintaining the computers. They're the best of the lot. But unfortunately, when I joined Air Force, I had to give out all that, So I had a lot of, problems associated with how to run a company as a managing director, as a chairman, or as a senior manager. It's very difficult actually. So many problems will be there. So every step you will find some problems. But if you can't solve the problem, then you are in trouble actually. So these are the things which are there. So anybody has got any questions or any doubts, you can throw the questions. I hope you have understood the subject. I tried to make it interesting because I wanted to show some videos also, but because of lack of time, I'm unable to show it because I had to rush up the classes also. Actually, I wanted to share certain Air Force experience also, since you are going to 7th sem and 8th sem and passing out from this college. Then I wanted to give you insight of the Air Force also in some other time. Maybe what are the benefits of Air Force, joining Air Force, what, not only Air Force, armed forces in fact, as a technical engineer. See, I have done in Air Force 21 years of experience in various field, engineering, logistics, administration. I've handled administration also. See, that means what? An engineer can do anything. An engineer can do any job, but other person cannot do an engineering job. So your BA, BCom, and the financial people and other MBA graduates and all, they cannot do engineering job. But you, as an engineer, once you have this degree, you can diversify your own thing. You can do any kind of work, any administrative work, any logistics works, or any kind of financial work, because you are engineering, you are groomed in such a way. So the example is my own wife. My wife, she did engineering in electronics and communication in my same college, and she was in Navy. And after leaving Navy, she joined Indian Institute of Science as an assistant registrar, administrative work, and she's working as a finance. She's working in finance department. An electronics and communication engineering graduate working in finance and accounts of one of the repute institution of India. Can you believe this? This is a live example I'm giving you. Yeah, there are certain hurdles. Yes, initially there are some hiccups. She overcome. Now she is handling all that accounts of IAS, Indian Institute of Science. So it is actually, see, I can understand this situation. So an engineer can do anything. So I also have some experience in various fields. So I was a commando. I was a commanding officer also. I handled projects. I was in the war also. I took classes also. So much of experience is there. So you should exploit me. You should use me and gain your knowledge by asking questions. And I know online class is very difficult. Had it been any face-to-face class, would have been more interactive. But unfortunately, yes, let us hope that COVID situation, can reduce a little bit and we can start our classes. So that's how it is. So insight, I'll give you what are the advantages of joining Air Force. Now I'm sitting in front of you without doing any work, like I'm joined this college. Otherwise, I have made my finances in such a way after coming out of Air Force, after retired. Okay, I will switch off the camera because the recording is going on. I don't want to, these are certain things which I want to share, which I don't want others to listen. So I want to switch off the recording. Yeah, I will stop the recording.